Peace, world. Welcome to a bonus episode of the Cliff Notes podcast. You know what we do, available everywhere you listen to audio. Hey, yo, I had a chance to chop it up with Doe from The Go. He was out here in Portland for Portland Hip Hop Week 2021. Shout out to Missy B. And it was dope, man. He came out for the producer showcase, but we had a chance to chop it up, and we covered so much. You know, he's involved in so many different things, man. And so we covered it all, really, man. We talked about, you know, the clothing brand, of course, Bag Language, and talked about, you know, what they're releasing right now. And we had a chance to talk about mineral water, which so many people have been waiting for, man. The process where he is in wrapping things up, getting ready for the release. We talked about hip hop, of course, talked about art, just the things that he's on right now. It's a really dope interview, and I'm so glad that he took time out of his busy schedule to come chop it up with us, man. I know you're going to dig this episode of the Cliff Notes podcast featuring the guy, Doe from The Go. Support for the Cliff Notes podcast comes from Acapella Apparel, an idea born from a love of hip-hop, funk, and soul music and its surrounding cultures. With fashion being a huge visual part of the cultures, they've created expressive images to pay homage, invoke nostalgia, and showcase the elements that make up the lifestyle and cultures of these genres. Acapella, apparel for the music lifestyle. For more information, check out acapella.com. That's AKEPELE.com. Yeah, shout out DJ Klyph, Cliff Notes. We back at it, man. Another DJ Klyph Productions. It's dope to connect with folk in the city and just really connect with new folk that are new to me. And so really excited to sit and have this conversation with this cat who's visiting the city for the first time. I found out.
Yeah.
We got Doe from The Go. What up, B?
What up?
Chilling, B.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
so off top, man, it's really dope to meet you, man.
Man, it's dope to meet you too, man. I appreciate it, man, because I know, time is everything, man. I appreciate everybody for just, combining time, because, we all got lives, so it's a blessing.
Word up,
Yeah.
B. So, shout out to Missy who made the connect, man.
Missy B.
Yeah. So I had to do my homework a little bit.
Word.
And I'm reading through like all of the things that you are involved in. Be like, my
Word.
goodness, yo.
Word. I be hustling, man. The thing about me is one thing I know about being, a cat that's dedicated to the culture from the start is, having your hand in things, just means contribution and,
Word.
carving something in the culture and being a part of something, whether you're helping the wave become bigger or, you're being a part of the wave. So, it's a blessing.
No doubt. So what brought you out to Portland during this time?
I came down for PDX Hip Hop Week.
Mm-hmm.
Real dope, man. I definitely like the the alignment of things that are happening, in different markets like this one. So it was good to see it, to be in the bleachers, and I mean as well as be a part of it, but to be in the bleachers and also watch other things that I wasn't a part of here was dope.
Word up, man. Yeah. It's we just wrapped up Hip Hop Week last Thursday, and man, so many events that were going on, and it's dope that the producers are getting shine. Yeah. And the producer showcase is always something it's just dope, man. Just an opportunity to bring people together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And oftentimes get people out the bedrooms. But people know you, one of the many things people know you for is production as well.
Yeah, production. Well, that's how I started out. Started out on the production side, and then engineering, and then got into marketing, and and then it started doing the exec stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was I read somewhere, I heard somewhere that you used to spit a little bit too.
Yeah, I tried to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know how you start out, you think you're gonna be like the biggest rapper in the game. Right. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, what's funny is I've seen actually a lot of people who've become whatever they became, actually a lot of them started to be an artist. You know? Even Jermaine Dupri, I think at one time was an artist. So I think being an artist has a meaning. Like when you're an artist, you grow because you're steady painting, you steady like creating paintings. So it kind of like align with the same thing. It's growth. Yeah. So even if you don't become like a rap artist or a big singer, you might become something else that still has art attached to it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And creativity. So yeah, for sure.
Oftentimes we see people who once they start down that path and things don't work out maybe the way that they anticipate them, they either get bitter or they just fall off. What was the thing that made you say, no, like I really love this art form, like this is something that I'm gonna find another avenue and grow my skills in that way?
I've always been inspired as a kid, you know what I mean? So even when I was from the outside looking in, like I'd be a kid being around my big cousins, you know, they listening to KRS-One or something, or my sister, she come in, she put on the MC Light video, Paper Thin. I'm watching her vibe to that. She's a teenager, I'm a kid. So I'm watching her vibe to that, and I'm digging the vibes because she digging the vibes.
Right.
You know, stuff like that influenced me to just want to be a part of hip hop and want to be a part of just like the movements and the cultures moving forward. Because you know, me being an '80s baby, I got to see rap in the '80s, '90s, 2000s, 2010. So and then every time it's all unfolding to different stuff. So it's like you get to see different eras. And so that influenced me to kind of like keep going and keep pushing and never give up on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, bro. You know, it's so cool for me to hear you. I mean, you mentioned KRS-One. You mentioned like
I'm from the era, man. So I want to let that be known. I'm somebody who's actually was a student in hip hop. You know what I mean? My first tape I went and bought actually physically was Two Short Dogs in the House. And I think I got Ghetto Boys. It was like a cover. It had like all four of them on there, like mug shots, like they was in jail. And then I bought NWA 100 Miles of Run. I think when I went to the counter, it was all three of those tapes that I got that I bought physically with my money as a 10-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? So just the unpackaging and reading the credits and looking at the art, all of that was like, a part of like, growing up and just remembering those times. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy too, B, because it's one of the things that that we don't get to see as much as we used to. I would do the same thing, man, reading the liner notes, you know what I mean? And looking at the who wrote these joints and who produced them, and like all of that information, it's all a part of the culture. And I think when we get an opportunity to see that, it shows people that there are other parts that other ways you can tap in, which is dope.
Absolutely.
So you go from producing, getting into engineering a little bit, and then just kind of growing your movement, man. And one of the things that I really appreciate about the things that I read is you have this this theme, this consistent theme about providing opportunities, man. Like you're always looking out for other folk. Where does that come from?
I guess I was raised that way. My mom, shout out my mom, we're very close. She just taught me to instill, inspiration in others because, your success is based on who you can make successful. You know what I mean? So I've always been big on also, even while I'm on the come up, I'm giving other people opportunities to do what they needed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been big on that and being a great person of, passing down knowledge or just being someone who can share any information or anything that I can be able to give someone else. So, you know what I'm saying?
And you've also like done so much in terms of just creating positive energy, man. Words of affirmation, and what's that about?
Basically, like when it comes to just being inspirational, whether it's quotes or just a day-to-day thought, you know what I mean? I'm big on just passing that down to other people too, because I may be going through something, but somebody else going through something too. So it's time for us all to, while we're going through something, try to be inspired on a daily basis. So I try to also give that type of energy and put it out. It's good energy. You put good energy out, you get energy back like that.
No doubt. And I just feel like
I do something, and not to cut you off, I do something called Mineral Mondays, where I post a meme every week, every Monday, and it's something inspiring. It was something to grow on.
And I was just gonna say, in the times in which we're living, man, those things they're needed. Even when people don't even realize that they're needed, for you to do that on a regular weekly basis like that is it's huge. But like you impacting lives, bro.
You gotta be able to blend. Like I said, it's with the internet. People use it for what they use it for. Some people use it for entertainment. Some people use it to just get in your business. Some people use it to garner business or to create business. So I feel like if you're gonna use the internet, use it to your best ability.
That's what's up, man.
Make it work for you.
Chopping it with dough from the go.
Yes, indeed.
So there's a project that you've been working on for a minute.
Yes.
People have been talking about it literally for years.
Yeah.
And it seems like things are getting closer and closer, man. Mineral Water.
Mineral Water, the album. That project is like a baby to me. Everybody that's been around me and been with me through that project knows what we went through creatively in the process. Because I always have ideas, and I'm a perfectionist, and I understand perfection. And sometimes I can be hard on myself too. I've scrapped the album so many times, and then I have an idea. We'll get back in the lab and we'll do records, etc. Because I gathered so many dope producers and so many dope artists. And my sessions are like the Chronic. I like to have a lot of energy around me. So when we go in the lab, I make sure everybody's there, everybody's taken care of, the food is there, the smoke is there, plenty of water is there. We got the other stuff too, but the water's there.
Yeah.
And just the vibe is where it needs to be. And then, we just create, and then we figure out, okay, whatever seems to be the vibe is probably what we're going to end up using. But I'm confident now that I've got the records that I've been wanting to get for a while. Because I felt like I was missing different energies in the album. But now I feel like the album is fulfilled when it comes to stuff that ranges from political to street and everything in between. You know what I mean? I got stuff for the B-boys and the heads. I got stuff for the R&B women. You know what I mean? Everything that's needed, for a complete album for it to flow. I feel like I got it. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So for people who want to know, man, like you saying it's that close, like that close in terms of you got the date, like it's on it's circled on the calendar.
Yeah. Date's 11/11.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it's 11/11. I'm gonna be dropping a documentary with it. I'm probably gonna end up doing something with AMC Theater, where I premiere that. And then we got the comic book, we got the merch. I definitely want to do a tour post, the COVID madness, and then just push the Mineral Water brand. Not only as an album, but something that's even for the culture, like independently, I feel like it's gonna be a great thing once the music gets heard, because it's all about the music at the end of the day. I don't really want to do it with no politics and no butt kissing. I just want to do it for the culture and put something out that everybody likes and loves. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So,
talk to me about the title, Mineral Water. Like, what's behind that?
The refreshing part of it, and it's radioactive, so that goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what's up, B. Did you, when you were starting to work on this project, did you go into the project with this in mind, that you wanted to create something the way that you're creating, or was that evolutionary? Was it, let's go in the studio and just make some music and see what happens?
I knew I wanted the project to sound soulful. I knew I wanted it to be of substance, meaning like everything didn't have to be preach, but there will be messages amongst the project, because there's some turn up stuff on there, and there's some stuff for the youngsters. You know what I mean? But we did it our way. We didn't do it the way you would normally hear it sound. We did it with our own sound, and we put that into it. So going into it, I definitely knew how I wanted it to sound and how I wanted to shape it. The first 10, 12 records I recorded at, a friend who passed away, actually. So I had to kind of scrap the album because those masters were there.
Gotcha.
So all of those records got, a little whatever, but I ended up still putting them out on a project I did called 31 Days of Water, where I dropped 31 songs, one song a day in March on SoundCloud, and it did extremely well. And those records were just unused records, but I definitely knew how I wanted this project to sound going into it, for sure.
That's what's up, B. It's funny, man, because I know that just the era that I'm from and what my ear is tuned to.
Word.
And then I go back, bro, like for you to mention the artists that you mentioned coming up on, it gives me a sense of sort of what we might get, what we can expect from this project.
Oh yeah. The project definitely will have a lot of those elements, from those eras, even attached with the stuff from today. So I'm excited about it. Like I said, I didn't make this for a certain a crowd or like, if you're gonna love it when you hear it, you know what I'm saying? Bottom line is it's quality music. It's a very dope album.
Yeah.
So that's what I can say. That's for sure.
That's what's up, bro. You mentioned the comic, bro, the comic book. What's up with that?
I was inspired by comics as a kid. Rest in peace to my cousin Richie. He used to draw a lot of comic stuff, and I used to be amazed at his artwork. And then I'm also someone who used to collect comic books, and I'm a vintage kid at heart. I collect a lot of vintage stuff, so I wanted to kind of just implement that into the rollout for Mineral Water as well. So we got the MH2O comic book, and it's probably going to end up being an animated series. You know what I mean? Eventually, I don't want to speak too fast as far as that right away, but I think that's going to probably be where it leads, because it's an interesting story. about a kid, who got orbited to another planet. He meets rappers like Slick Rick and LL, and then they bring him to a rap challenge, and then they help him polish his skills up. It's got a dope storyline to it. But he uses a special mineral water, before he performs, and it's a dope line. So I think it's gonna be something dope for the kids too that's into creative stuff and into hip hop.
Word up. So I got an opportunity. Thank you for blessing me with a sneak peek, bro. Just
sure.
a little piece that I saw.
Yeah.
All right.
Dope.
All right.
Yeah, because I could have went overboard with the graphics and stuff, but I wanted to kind of take it back to that old school graphic feel, like in the 70s or 80s, what I'm saying, when I was doing that versus like this updated graphic form that people are doing. I didn't want to put too much of that into that. So I wanted to keep the graphics, kind of vintage looking, you know what I'm saying?
So, yeah. Well, to be able to have something like that that you're going to drop, and also in line with getting ready to drop music, I think it's also cool to be able to package things to hit people audibly, to hip them visually. I mean, that's hip hop, right?
Fact, super fact.
Another one of the brands that we know you for is Stack or Starve.
Yes.
Talk to me about Stack or Starve.
Stack or Starve. Shout out to all my Stack or Starve approved DJs, the whole movement. Basically, it was a mixtape brand I started, to push forth the drill movement, back in 2012. But Stack or Starve, it was going on even before that, because I knew that it would be one of those brands in Chicago that goes down in history because we started to do historic things. So, I wanted that to be just something that Chicago can call its own. And it grew into, what it grew into. We put out a lot of mixtapes, a lot of classic mixtapes that defined the careers of a lot of drill artists. And we also did a lot of DVDs in the streets. And push a lot of merch, and it's still doing what it's doing today.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, man. I often wonder when people have had the impact or had an impact on communities or on art or whatever the case may be. Like, does that resonate with you, that you have been that influential, or is it just I'm just moving, I'm just living day to day?
For those who give me my respect and give me my just due and give me my flowers, I salute them.
Yeah.
But I'll write my own history. I'll make my own stories, and I'll put it out there just so they remember. I don't look for validation. You know what I'm saying? So I just do what I do and keep it moving.
That's what's up, bro. I love it. Chopping up with Doe from the Go. So you hear, bro. You fit it out like I'm checking out them kicks. What size shoe you wear?
I'm a 9.5. Sometimes I squeeze into 8.5s if I really want the shoe. I take out the sole.
Okay.
You know how that goes.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You make it work, baby.
Yeah, I make it work. So I'm a kick head for sure. I got mad kicks.
That's what's up. Those are clean though, man.
I appreciate
digging those. But I see you rocking the bag right now, B.
Yeah. This is the sling bag language bag. This is a debossed style bag. And then I got the chain wallet here. I also got the duffel upstairs. We have a lot of things coming, like the fanny packs. We're doing purses for women. We got all type of things coming, man. Backpacks. Anything that implements the bag.
Yeah.
Thinking about doing belts as well. So,
okay. So Bag Language is the brand that you started a minute ago.
Yeah, it's kind of like Stack or Starve sister. When you think of Stack or Starve, you think, stack the money or starve, and then Bag Language is like for the hustlers. Yeah. So I think they can both relate to both meanings. You know what I'm saying? To stack your money, starve to death, or the Bag Language is the bag talk, you hustle, et cetera, et cetera. So, I started out doing clothing. I had a t-shirt line, hat line, did a lot of jogging, sweatsuits, did some great pop-up shops, couple fashion shows, just to get the brand moving. And now, it's called Bag Language, so it's only right to do the bags.
Word up.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that to me is so impressive, bro, because, I think often we know that fashion and hip hop go hand in hand.
Go
right?
hand in hand. It's
and
important.
So, we all have our labels. We all have our lines of whatever t-shirts and hats. But when I look at what you got going right there, the dope leather joints, man. It obviously it fits the title of the company, right?
For sure, Bag Language.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that the vision that we gonna get there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I knew that, being independent and budget wise, couldn't be done early on.
Right.
We had to get to a point where we can afford to manufacture on our own. And, with the help of my business partners and my investors, they saw the vision. So we pushed the button.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So the clothing line is, it's a real thing. People can tap in. How do people tap into the Bag Language?
Shopbaglanguage.com. You know, like I said, I got a lot of things coming for 2022 as far as the bag line is concerned. We got some amazing things about to happen with the bags. So I'm looking to push that for like the next 3 years and focus on it. A lot of the merch is dead stock, so we know people can still purchase merch from the past seasons. But moving forth, we're gonna be pushing these bags heavy.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
I hear a rumor that there's like an art gallery in your future.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to open one of the dopest art galleries in Phoenix, Arizona. You know, I just want to bring some culture to other markets that I feel like will need it. You know what I'm saying? And Phoenix is an open market right now, so I definitely want to put a dope gallery out there. I've been into art my whole life, so this will be a dream come true. You know, once it's complete.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Talk to me about Hydro Water, bro.
Hydro Water. Shout out Hydro Water, man. Shout out my partner Jay, man. It's a company based in Miami. Hydro Water does everything from alkaline water to, you know, specialty waters, you know, like your glow in the darks and, you know, CBD and hype, you know, hemp infused waters, et cetera, et cetera. Black owned, you know, definitely FDA approved now. Will be distributed in some major brands soon. But yeah, Hydro Water is the brand, man.
That's what's up, man. As we were talking earlier, man. I'm really on my idea of fitness, mental, physical, and spiritual fitness, right?
Fact.
And especially with everything that we as Black folk have been dealing with for generations, but to the level that we're dealing with it right now, with the addition of the whole health crisis and everything, man.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to be mindful of health, physical health, but also mental health. And when you are behind a brand, when you're behind a water brand, I think that speaks volumes of understanding that, like, we got to take care of ourselves.
Oh, for sure. That's the balance of it. You know, food is a good thing. You just have to know, what to put in your body. And I mean, there's balance too. You know what I mean? But you know, it's just all about just the best regimen for you versus, like, you know, the overlay and the underlay. You know what I mean? Because your immune system is involved. So, you know, the compromise is definitely in effect, you know, when it comes down to, you know, what you're putting in your body. So
word up, chopping it up with Joe from the Go. So you're out here in Portland for just another hot minute, man, before you get out. Like we said earlier, first time in the PDX, man. You had an opportunity to get around a little bit, see some things.
For sure.
It's dope to have you here.
Did a lot of shopping.
Oh, okay, word.
Yeah, I'm all burnt out. Y'all got a lot of my money, man. I'm burnt. It's over with.
Up, bro. That's what's up.
Racks well spent. Racks well spent.
Silly. So, like in terms of the creatives here in the city that you've seen, man, like what's your feeling on where Portland is at?
I definitely was digging a couple creatives out here as far as the artistry, the music artistry is concerned.
Okay.
So I'm definitely interested in working with those couple artists immediately, ASAP.
That's
so
what's up.
yeah, I seen some talent out here, and then I seen some talent that definitely needs to be developed. I think a lot of people have to realize that artist development is serious.
Yeah.
As far as just being polished and being ready, because you know, being confident enough to push play is a thing. You have to really be confident to push play and not to waste a person's time when you're pushing play.
Right.
So I think that comes with like really shooting in the gym for a long time to really make sure, you know, that jump shot is on point. Jump shot meaning like the quality of music, how it's mixed, the right production, the energy levels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sonics.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a lesson to be learned, and there's so much that you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you starting off.
And plan too. You know, a lot of people do stuff with no plan, and that's the most because now you're moving backwards. You know, when the plan, I think it need to be the first thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just the education. Some people don't even educate themselves on what they need to be doing or how they need to do it. You know what I mean? So it's steps.
Yeah.
You know, before you can really jump out here. You know what I mean?
And so once again, man, with you using your platforms to educate people to drop those gems, I think that's powerful because, like I said, people. I mean, we all have to learn. You know what I mean?
Fact.
And if there are people who have paved the way to a certain degree, people who have had that life experience, and they can say, I can save you a little bit of time if you just tap in with what I'm sharing.
Yeah, because I like to do a lot of mentorship programs and stuff for certain people who want to come up as, you know, the next executives or just want to be businessmen or businesswomen. You know, I try to be able to provide time where I can sit down and really give them the full way of doing that. Or I think soon I'm gonna be dropping courses on a lot of these things. But for the meanwhile, you know, it's a lot of verbal game.
Yeah, that's what's up. So you have obviously we ran through many of the things that you got cooking, and I know that there's more to it, man. But if people are hearing that and like, yo, I wanna figure out how I can tap in, like, where should people go?
You can follow me or hit me up at Dough from the Go. That's DOUGH from DAGO. I'm also beat producing under another name, Uncle John.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I got a lot of projects dropping under that name and under that brand and label, The Relatives. That's the company with Uncle John, The Relatives, and Uncle John. So we got a lot of dope hip hop projects dropping. Projects I've produced for certain artists, a lot of dope instrumental tapes. Yeah, so
okay, that's what's up, B. Yeah. All right, so when we turn the microphones off, man, you're gonna have to tap me into some of the production work because
crazy.
We got to get you that airplay.
The beats are crazy,
man. Okay,
the beats are crazy.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, listen, bro, I appreciate you taking time. Like I said, I know that you're just here for a short more time, and then you getting up out of here, bro.
Sure.
So thank you for taking time.
I'll definitely be back, man. I appreciate it, but I'll be back. Mineral water drop. We're gonna do a special mineral water edition of the show.
Yes, we're gonna do that for real. All right, y'all. So this is just a quick episode of Cliff Notes, man. It's so, like I said, it's so dope to connect with folk, man, and it's an honor and a privilege, man, to be able to chop it up with you like
Likewise,
this.
brother. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Remember, you can tap into the Cliff Notes podcast everywhere you listen to audio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Once again, shout out to my supporters, Acapella Apparel. Check them out, acapella.com. That's AKEPELE.com. And last but never ever least, big ups to the homie Theory Has It for creating the official theme song for the Cliff Notes podcast. All right, y'all. Until we have an opportunity to do this again, y'all be blessed. Peace.
Yeah.